Hello students of class 9. Today we are going to do the chapter The Martyr's Corner. We have already finished it in the online class. As we know already, it is a story about Rama's life, how Rama, who was a very happy man with his flourishing business of an assortment, who sold an assortment of edibles. Fortune takes a bitter turn for him, and it completely is, fate completely changes, and ultimately he has to give up his business. Let's go straight to the chapter. Just at the turning between the market road and the lane leading to the chemist shop, he had his establishment. If anyone doesn't like the word establishment, he is welcome to say so, because it was actually something of a vision spun out of air. At 8 you would not see him, and again at 10 you would see nothing. But between 8 and 10 he arrived, sold his goods and departed. So he here refers to Rama. And the author is referring to his, the makeshift shop that he would set up as an establishment. And he's saying that if you think that the word establishment is too serious a word to be given for such a makeshift shop, then you can always, you may not like it, but means you may say something else. But it was like a vision spun out of air. That is, he would do his business for nearly an hour and a half, sell all his goods and go away. And he's saying that at 8 you won't see him, and then at 10 also you would not see him. So between 8 and 10 he would come, and he would do his business and go away. And where did he do his business? It was at the turning of the market road. So market road, we can understand it's a main road, okay, and the lane leading to the chemist shop. So you have the market road here, and there is the lane. So here is the turning. So just right at the turning, this Rama would set up his shop. Those who saw him remarked thus: "Lucky fellow, he has hardly an hour's work a day, and he pockets 10 rupees. What graduates are unable to earn? 300 rupees a month." He felt irritated when he heard such glib remarks, and said, "What these folks do not see is that I sit before the oven practically all day frying this stuff." So what did others would say that, see, this person puts in an effort of just 1 hour, hour and a half or so, and he earns 10 rupees, which comes to 300 rupees a month. And this is something even the graduates of those days could not earn. So when he heard such comments, he would feel very hurt, because he felt that these are glib remarks, that is insincere comments. Why? Because he said that they have only seen the time when I do the business, but they don't see the time I spend preparing the whole lot of these food items. I practically sit through the whole day to prepare all these food items. That is not, means they don't see that, or they don't take that into consideration. He got up when the cock crowed in the next house. When the cock in the next house crowed, sometimes it had a habit of waking up at 3 in the morning and letting out a shriek. Why has the cock lost its normal sleep? Rama wondered as he awoke, but it was a signal he could not miss. Whether it was 3 o'clock or 4, it was all the same to him. He had to get up and start his day. So in those days, you didn't have that, alarm clocks like we have today. The alarm was the call of the cock. Okay, and whenever the cock crowed, if the cock crowed at 3 in the morning or if the cock crowed 4 in the morning, Rama had to get up and start preparing for the day. He did not have the liberty, to extend his sleep longer, because that was the signal that he had to wake up and start his day. At about 8:15 in the evening, he arrived with a load of stuff. Means a lot of stuff. He looked as if he had 4 arms. Four arms, so many things he carried about him. His equipment was a big tray balanced on his head. So he balanced the tray on his head with its assortment of edibles. Assortment means a variety of edibles. Edibles means food item. Edible means something which you can eat. A stool stuck in the crook of your arm. This is the crook of your arm. So the stool, through the legs, the stool was stuck in that way. Stuck in the crook of his arm, a lamp on the other hand. So he's carrying a lamp on the other hand, or also the portable legs. You sling it along the portable legs and then you carry the lamp. He lit the lamp, a lantern which consumed 6 pies worth of kerosene every day. So the lamp consumed kerosene, and the price of the kerosene every day was 6 pies. Pies is the currency that was used at that time. And kept it near at hand, since he did not like to depend only upon electricity, having to guard a lot of loose cash and a variety of miscellaneous articles. So he always wanted to be self-dependent. So he had a lamp for himself. He did not want to depend on others for electricity. And why he carried the lamp? Because he had a lot of loose cash and also a lot of things to be guarded. So he needed the light very close to him so that he can see things clearly. When he set up his tray with a little lamp illuminating his display, illuminating means lighting up his display, even a confirmed dyspeptic. Okay, dyspeptic is somebody who is who is suffering from some stomach trouble, suffering from indigestion in that way, could not pass by without throwing a look. So when a person has some trouble, stomach trouble, indigestion, a person wouldn't like to look at it, but his food items were so alluring that one could not pass by without throwing a look at it, or without having a look at it. A heap of bundas which seemed puffed and big but belted in one's mouth. That is something made of flour, this bundas, and those size, white and round and limp, looking like layers of muslin. Muslin, are very thin cloth. So they were, paper, something which we call paper dosai. Chapatis so thin that you could lift 50 on a little finger. So they were so thin, the chapatis. Duck's eggs, hard boiled, resembling a heap of ivory balls, and perpetually means continually, boiling coffee on a stove. He had a separate aluminium pot in which he kept chutney, which went gratis with every item. So this chutney would be given free with any item a person would have. Any other item the person would have, this chutney was given free along with it. We stop here today. We will do the rest of the chapters in the next classes. Thank you.